My dear people, how are you all? This is Dr. Venkat, and I would like to welcome all of you, yeah, to buoyancy, but starting with a very simple problem. Let's just start simple and then we'll take step by step. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. So, what do we have here? In this problem, we are given that there is a ball of mass 2 kilogram and diameter 50 centimeter. 2 kilogram and 50 centimeter. That is quite a big one. Yeah. It falls in a swimming pool, it seems. So, since it's a swimming pool, it's safe for us to assume that the density of water is going to be 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. That is fine. So, what are they asking us to calculate? They want us to calculate the volume of water displaced. So, volume of water displaced. If you remember from Archimedes' principle, the volume of the water displaced would equal to what is it, the volume of what is it, excellent, yeah, of the body. Okay, fantastic. And then the buoyancy force FB. Okay, and will it float or sink? Okay, so in order to know if it will float or sink, I just want you to remember this. Yeah, if the density of the ball, yeah, is greater than the density of the what is it, the liquid, then the body will sink. If the density of the ball is less than the density of the liquid, then it will float. Yeah. So whatever we find, the density that we find, if it is well, we'll see if the density of the, what is the density of the ball, and also if it will float or sink, etc. Okay, let's get into the problem. Yeah. So first we have to find the volume of the water displaced. As I told you, the volume of water displaced equals the volume of the ball. So how to find the volume of the ball? Volume of ball equals, it's a sphere. So what is the volume of a sphere? It's 4 by 3 pi r cube, which equals 4 by 3 times pi into, the diameter is 50, so radius should be 25 centimeter. 25 into 10 power minus 2 square. I get this to be 0.065 meter cube. So this is the volume of the water displaced. Is that okay? Yeah. So now we have the volume of the water displaced, which is nothing but the volume of the ball. Okay. So how to find the density of the ball? Because if we can find the density of the ball, we'll be able to say if it will float or not. Yeah. So how to find the density of the ball? We know the volume, and also we are given the mass, my dear people. So the density of ball would equal to mass of the ball divided by the volume of the ball. Am I correct or not? Yeah. Mass of the ball is 2 divided by volume is 0.065. So density of the ball equals 30.53 kilogram per meter cube. This is the density of the ball. Yeah. Okay, now what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the ball will float or sink? What is it? Yeah? Who? What? Yes, you're correct. It will float, my dear people, because the density of water is 1,000 kilograms per meter cube, and this is only 30 kilograms per meter cube. So it is very lighter compared to water. So it will float for sure. Yeah. Okay. Now my question is, what is the force with which it will float? Otherwise, what is the buoyancy force? Buoyancy force FB equals, what is the formula? Do you remember? It is density of the object, I'm sorry, density of the fluid minus density of the object times g times v, where g is the gravitational potential, or 9.81 meters per second square, and v is the volume. So let us calculate. So fb equals density of the fluid. Here it is water, so 1000 minus 30.53 is the density of the object, 9.81 times the volume is 0.065. If I put this all in the calculator, I get it to be 623 Newton. So otherwise, this is the force with which the what I said, this is the force that is exerted by the water on the ball. And since it's a positive value, the buoyancy force is a positive value, the ball will float. And we already found out that the ball will float thanks to the comparison between the density of ball and the density of water. Do you see how simple this is?